2024 is just about over, and I'm happy about it. Screw 2024. I thought 2023 was bad, but 2024 was the year equivalent of an episode of Gilligan's Island. But things have gotten a little better recently, and I'm pretty excited about Christmas. For our Christmas video, I really wanted to do something different from just another movie review, but then I remembered a Christmas movie I've wanted to cover for a while, so I decided to do just another movie review. The movie starts with images of Christmas and music that sounds like someone who literally just learned how to play scales. Kirsten and her two friends head out into the woods to do some sort of anti-Christmas ritual.
We now convene the Sisters of Anti-Christmas.
It isn't really explained exactly why they're doing this.
Oh no, isn't this your grandfather's book?
Kirsten cuts her hand on a candle and they all run away. Suddenly, a hand pops out of the ground and we see whatever this creature is traveling through the ground. Kirsten puts the book back on her mantle and suddenly a guy in a wheelchair rolls in and starts slapping her in the face.
Grandpa, I was just gonna...
First was for being here without my permission. The second was for the lie you were about to tell. I'm sorry.
What the heck? We find out that he warned her to never go into the woods. Kirsten's mother then grounds her. Later that night, a shadow shows up outside. Whatever this creature is, it breaks in. Man, this is bad video quality. It's making me nauseous. It sneaks up to Kirsten's brother's room and then runs out. His mom tells him that he was just dreaming. Man, this kid literally just saw an evil elf creature over his bed and he can just go right back to sleep.
So I've been working at the North Pole all year to atone for being on the naughty list. But what Santa doesn't know is that I've recruited one of his elves, and together we're gonna destroy Christmas. Rise, my friend. Rise!
The next day, Kirsten is working at her job at a restaurant in the local mall. She and her friends decide to go mess with the mall Santa. She ends up getting hit on by the Santa, who doesn't get fired but is actually just told to take a break. Then the boss threatens to actually fire Kirsten. What? That's some crazy victim blaming.
Santa is for Golem's customers. You're in uniform. I could fire you both, but I won't.
Want to know why I've been wanting to cover this movie for a while? Well, it was shot right here, my hometown, Colorado Springs. In fact, one of the producers of this movie goes to my church. I wanted to interview him for the video, but he said no. But that's fine, he gave me some pretty awesome trivia. The elf creature was made out of some kind of foam material, and after the movie was filmed, the producers had to send it to California for a photo shoot for the VHS cover. Apparently they spent a ton of money on this photo shoot. Since this was a straight-to-video release, they wanted people to judge the movie by its cover. Anyways, my producer friend and his family were tasked with going to California and bringing the elf back to Colorado. Apparently the production company wanted to keep it as a souvenir. They drove back in a van with the elf sitting in the back with a sheet over it. They also had a bed set up in the back so the kids could sleep during the long drive. One of the kids, who is now in his 40s, recalls trying to sleep on the bed when the elf prop fell on top of him. He is traumatized to this day. This prop sat in their basement for the entirety of winter break, and the kids were terrified to go down there. I was so hoping it still exists so I could borrow it for this video, but apparently it got moldy and was disposed of years ago. Going back to the cover, if you happen to have a copy of the VHS lying around, it fetches a good amount on eBay. It was never released on DVD, so this is still the only way to own it. Let's get back to the movie. We now cut to a scene where Kirsten's mom puts the family cat in a pillowcase and drowns it in the toilet. It's so bizarre and out of left field. Then the elf shows up and kills the mall Santa.
He was a pervert and a drug addict, and somebody killed him. Isn't that the spirit of Christmas?
Why does she hate Christmas so much? I bet we'll find out. The mall segments were shot at a local department store called Hibbard's. It is long gone by now, but it was a fixture in Colorado Springs for many, many years. From what I can find, it was open from 1914 to 1996. I'm currently sitting outside of the building that was once Hibbard and Company, where a majority of Elves was shot. It's now a Chipotle. Why does every cool local place end up becoming some lame chain? Alright, let's watch more of the movie.
I haven't seen the cat all day.
Yes, you have. The elf comes to visit Kirsten, but the only person that believes her is her grandfather.
What did you see in the window?
A troll, a raccoon, I don't know, a ninja gremlin.
You went into the forest.
No, I didn't.
Look, it's all over now.
Things get pretty weird from here. There's some German group that shows up to threaten the grandfather. They're mad because he claimed the elf couldn't come back to life, but it appears it has.
I don't understand, Doctor. What are you doing? Are you going to shoot me? I'm not sure what to do.
Kirsten then befriends the new mall Santa, played by Dan Haggerty, who was famous for playing the title role in the popular TV series Grizzly Adams.
I sure hope so. Wouldn't be much like Christmas if it didn't snow. Everything looks so pretty when it's covered with snow, doesn't it?
Kirsten and her two friends from the beginning decide to sneak into the mall after hours to meet some guys. However, the German guys show up and kill Kirsten's friends and start shooting at Kirsten and the mall Santa. They then realize they're shooting at Kirsten and stop.
No, it is too dangerous now. We could harm her.
Meanwhile, the elf creature is lurking in the background. Hey Frank, thanks for coming. It's that time of year again. Rodney sent out an evil elf to destroy Christmas, and we have to stop him.
Yeah, I guess. Fine.
Alright, let's go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This movie was extremely difficult to get through. I don't know if I just wasn't in the right frame of mind, but it moved very slowly, so I'm going to try and get through the rest of this pretty quickly. The mall Santa, whose actual name is Mike, used to be a detective, so he decides to start looking into what's going on. It's revealed that the German guys are literal Nazis. The elf was a result of an experiment to make a perfect soldier that went wrong. We also find out that Kirsten's grandfather, who is also her father, yeah, don't ask, was the leader of this Nazi group.
There are many things about my past I have not told you.
This is a very convincing German accent. Apparently, Kirsten has the perfect blood, so if she breeds with the elf, she will create the actual perfect soldier. What in the hell? What else happens? Well, the elf throws a toaster in the bath while Kirsten's mom is in it, so that's fun. By the way, why is this movie called Elves? There's only one elf. At the climax, the Nazis show up at Kirsten's house, kill her grandfather, and shoot Mike. Kirsten and her brother escape, but are tracked down by the elf and the Nazi leader. Kirsten's brother shoots the Nazi. Kirsten then remembers that the only way to stop the elf is by destroying a crystal that was in her grandfather's study, so her brother runs to go get it. She then destroys the crystal, and our foam friend disintegrates. Yikes.
There it is. It's trying to destroy my tree. No. No. What happened? Oh, Santa! You saved us again!
I always hated that elf anyways. No work ethic.
Ian and Santa think they can stop me. But they don't realize that I have a secret weapon. Rise, my friend. Rise.